want to talk about why I haven't been riding my Harley, my Sportster. Let's get into it. I love the bike, don't get me wrong, but it has issues. This bike has been to the dealership about 5 times, and kind of all for the same reason. Like, I understand bikes and cars, and I understand when it's a new product, there's gonna be issues with them. And this is why I haven't been riding the bike. The bike runs fine. There's no issues mechanically. The only thing it has, it keeps on populating a check engine light. And with the check engine light, it's just really bothering. I don't think anything's wrong with the bike at all, because she does perform well. But as you can see, the mileage I have here, it's not much. And I shouldn't be having a check engine light with so little miles on this bike. And I've already taken it a couple times to the dealership, so. You would think that because I have the aftermarket pipe, I would, this is the reason why I'm continuously populating a check engine light, but it's actually not the case. I've had 2 check engine lights prior to the pipe and any mods I had on this bike, so it's definitely not the pipe. I honestly think that they don't know exactly what's wrong with it. I think it's electronically. Something in the computer or something, there's an error code that they need to fix that will fix it, because again, the bike is fine mechanically running and everything. There's no issues. I don't have any problems where the engine is kicking or making any different noises from when I got it. And I do know that a lot of people have having those issues, so I'm kind of glad that I don't have any of those. And that's one of the reasons, or the check engine is the reason why I stopped modifying this bike and technically riding it. You know, the weather was kind of bad, but still, even before that, I stopped riding this thing just because I didn't want it to leave me stranded. You know, I'm in the Facebook forums and whatnot, and I read on many people having issues with these bikes, even having to take it back and them swapping them out to a brand new one just because they had motor failure and whatnot. But I just wanted to address the reasons why I stopped riding the Harley. And I don't want to paint the wrong picture and saying that this is a bad bike, but as a first time owning a Harley Davidson, you know, if you're pushing out a product, at least it be 98% done. How about we go for a little ride and I'll show you that the bike is fine so you can see, and let's get on the road. The thing is, I actually love the bike. It's just very upsetting as a, you know, a new owner, new to Harley, like this is the experience I have, and I don't want to have that bad experience with this bike. I don't want to have that bad experience with this bike and put anything negative towards Harley or anything. And I'm one to understand that there's going to be issues with anything automotive or anything machinery, you know. Stuff is complicated, but is it too complicated? And look, as you see here, it runs fine. I don't have any issues mechanically. It starts up perfectly. It's just a thing that it bothers me seeing a check engine light, because I understand. I work with cars, so I understand what that means. And I can't just constantly take it to the dealership. Granted, the dealership isn't too far from me. It's just
having to time it out of, you know, like out of one of my days off. I have to go take it. I have to figure out a ride back because I don't have the luxury of having like a tow, but even like a trailer or something. And if I did, it still would be a hassle lugging the bike. I have a couple of bikes, all right, and none of them have check engine lights, none of them, and this is the newest one. That there doesn't make any sense to me. I just don't understand how I have a 22 and it's the one that, again, it doesn't give me mechanical issues, but I would consider a check engine light an issue. For anyone in the automotive world or the motorcycle world, a check engine light isn't a good thing. And again, we come back to maybe it's the exhaust. I've had two prior the exhaust, so it can't be the exhaust. And I've already taken it to the dealer, and they don't deem it to be the exhaust. That's the issue. She punches. She goes. I'm gonna take it quickly up on the freeway just so you can see that. I mean, she goes and there's no issues mechanically. And again, I don't want to be one to be like, oh, talking down on Harley. It's just, had I known this prior of getting it, for some of you that want to get this motorcycle, you know, it has been happening. I don't know if they fix it with the new years. To my knowledge, I think it's just all it revised was colors and everything still stayed the same. So, but I have to look into that to see indefinite if that's the issue. But you see, no issues. The only lights I have is the check engine light and this little triangle light, which indicates, from my knowledge, because I added the what's it called, the tail light. Since I added the tail light, it doesn't recognize it. I mean, the license plate really doesn't recognize that, and the turning signals. So that's why I have that light, which shouldn't affect the bike whatsoever. Oh, traffic! I don't think I'm going to be able to punch it here. But for those of you that are looking to get you know, the Harley, it's a great bike, don't get me wrong, and you might just get one that has no issues, and lucky for you, I wish. But for those of you also buying used Sportsters, at least these years, the 21 and the 22, I would say heat warning on that. I would probably go new, just because warranty. Without warranty in these bikes, you're gonna run into an issue. And if for some of you that daily, I would consider this not to be able to be dailied. I wouldn't want to daily this if I'm gonna have that many problems with this bike whatsoever. That would be a no-no, just because imagine having to go to work and then it doesn't turn on, or whatever you do for your life. You want the bikes to be reliable at least. I'm okay because I have multiple bikes, so but yeah, that's all I wanted to address why I haven't been posting about this bike. Even with the check engine light, I'm still planning to, I'm just gonna start making more content with it, and more rides, and recording all my my rides, so that I at least enjoy it. I mean, I buy things to enjoy them. I just want to put it out there for some of you that are interested in this bike, so that you guys won't have that issue. Peace. Alright, well, thanks for watching my video. Hopefully this explains why you haven't been seeing the Harley in my channel.